Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody. I hope you guys are having some good festivities and whatever the case may be, and that you're spending some great quality time with friends and family. So here I'm working out at this outdoor exercise, whatever. That was at a neighborhood next to my neighborhood, and so I walked here and work ended. The day of me doing this workout, it's Christmas Eve. Work ended, and so I just decided that after I drive home, I was gonna walk all the way over there, which took me about like 15-minute walk. Did my entire workout, pull ups, dips. This time I did pike push ups, which is not my strong suit. I wasn't able to do that many reps, but maybe that's because I did them after dips, and then I did, of course, leg raises. Then after the leg raises, I did how much did I do? I did about 105 horse stand squats, or I think some people might call them like sumo squats or whatever the case may be, which really gets the inside of your leg and your glutes like a lot. I really felt my glutes working. Um, but yeah, so it was a pretty good workout. I'm glad I worked that outside. Seemed to be a lot of people gathering together, having like house parties and whatnot. And same thing at my neighborhood too. There's a lot of people gathering, just seeing their family, seeing friends, things like that. I'm really definitely now starting to feel the festive spirit, especially the day before Christmas, as of me recording this. But I wanted to kind of go over a little bit about confrontation. So, confrontation is one of those things that can be pretty hard. There's confrontation in many different things. There's like maybe confronting a boss, confronting a coworker, a bully. A bully might be the most common thing, and then even things as like confronting a friend or a family member, or even let's say a girl or a boy that you like, that you want to express your feelings towards, or that you kind of want to become more comfortable with or whatever, right? There's many ways to confront people. It doesn't always have to be confronting them on something that can be seen as negative, right? But for the most part, when you confront people, you're going to confront them on something that, like, hey, I don't like when you do this, or I'd appreciate it if you would do something like this more. So an example would be you confronting your boss. No, I'm going to use your bully. So confronting your bully, being like, hey man, I don't like how you make fun of me, things like that. I don't like how you mistreat me and put me down and whatnot. And from a lot of stories of people saying, like, when I confronted my bully, they never mess with me. Whether that be they got into a physical altercation, or they just stepped up to them and actually started saying stuff to them or expressing how they felt. A lot of the times the bully's going to kind of respect you, because like a bully, for the most part, they see the reason why they would even pick on you is because they see you as a weak target. They see you as smaller than them. So that's why they would choose you and pick on you specifically, because you're just kind of you look like someone who would be walked all over for the most part, right? Some bullies come in different shapes and sizes. You don't always have to look like a victim, but at the same time, especially if you look like someone who's weak or who's small, a bully is going to probably take advantage of that. And if you're not going to do anything about it, then it just shows how much self respect you have, that you don't have a lot of your own self respect. And that's just going to make people, even people who aren't your actual bullies, just make fun of you more, because now you even see yourself in a lesser light. And then that's just going to carry around with you when it comes to your posture and just how you interact with people throughout the day. You're just going to exude like not having any type of confidence in yourself to just anybody out in the world. So in a way to kind of have more self-respect, have more confidence, or a way to build up confidence is through confrontation, right? So it doesn't matter, again, it doesn't matter who it is or what the case may be, but doing something that is going to be seen as hard or difficult will always improve you, something that's going to be out of your comfort zone. So let's say, let's say your mom, right? Let's say maybe you feel like maybe your mom is too harsh on you and things like that, and you're just trying to still figure things out in life, but she's like, just getting on you about everything, or she's very overprotective or something like that. And so then you go to her saying like, "Mom, I don't really like how you've been treating me like this or things like that. I've noticed that you've treated me like this, and I want you to step off a little bit because I'm getting older and I'm becoming my own person." And of course, like, I bet there's people probably in comments being like, "Yo, I've done that with one of my parents and they kicked me out," or they never reciprocated. But sometimes it doesn't even matter if the person that you're confronting to can't doesn't reciprocate what you're trying to put down. But as long as you have what you wanted to say, as long as you say what you wanted to say, like maybe even like a recent conversation I had with my girlfriend was an old friend of her that she had that is trying to come back into her life, but she personally does not want to be friends with her anymore. So so she's getting messages and voice messages and calls from this girl, being like, "Hey, if you need somebody to talk to, I'll be there," or just updating her about her life. And my girlfriend, she's like, "I don't really want to be friends with this person anymore." And I was just saying, like, why not say that? Why not text it, or why not call her, and why not say something like that? Like, say why you don't want to be friends with her, and say, and state that you don't want to be friends with her, right? Because all what's going to happen is that those people are going to always take advantage, whether they realize it or not. They're always going to take advantage of your time, of your energy, just things like that. So you need to, in a way, almost, I guess you could say, eliminate these people from your lives. Especially if they seem to be a burden on your own well-being, and especially if these people are just kind of burdens to themselves and people around them. Because there's some people who, they say they want to do better, they say they're trying to do better, but they just end up never improving. You almost never see any type of movement forward, and it always seems like they're the problem. So these people, especially if you have these people in your lives that are friends, people that can kind of be easily like dealt with, as in like not having to deal with them anymore, then go ahead and do that, because all they're going to do is drag you down with them, right? Even if they don't realize it or not. There are many examples in my life where I could have, used confrontation where it might have benefited me. Whether I was a little kid in elementary school, or during when I first started working when I was 16, or sometimes in middle school, and times in high school, or even just situations with my friends. But I find that I don't really allow myself or put myself in situations where there will be confrontation. There are some instances where I'll kind of open up to a friend. It doesn't even have to be about something that they're doing that is bothering me, but something that, like, they're doing and I think that they should improve on it. Like, I think, okay, bro, I think you should do this better. That's even a form of confrontation. And then there's even just situations where I just didn't stand up for myself when I was very young, and because it's just like I just didn't have. I don't know exactly what it was, but I guess I hadn't developed the self respect to just be like, hey, I don't think I should be just taking this type of treatment from another kid for, like, almost no reason. And the only reason why they're treating me like this is because I keep allowing them to. I'm not doing anything. The only reason why the weak is being taken advantage of by the strong is because the weak does not realize they have the ability to become stronger. So at a certain point, when you become, or when you see yourself as weak, because first of all, you have to see yourself as weak, and then you have to realize there are ways to change, there are options, there are are different avenues in life that you can take in order to become strong. It doesn't even have to be physically strong or anything like that, but you can increase your mental aptitude, you can increase the amount of money you have, you can increase social skills, things like that. Anything that'll make you seem strong in the sense of socially strong, then there you can always take those ways, and you become the strong, and hopefully you'll be a person who will want to spread your knowledge to the people below you, so therefore you don't become the bully, you don't become the person who's being bothersome, right? Therefore, you, instead of the strong person being confronted by the weak, you can be a strong person that is confronting the weak on how they can become strong, which I feel like is the most ideal situation, the most ideal thing to do, because as I've gained more knowledge, I'm not the smartest man in the world or anything like that. I just watch YouTube videos, and I just like to read stuff here and there, and I just like, I just think a lot. So I just want to I just like to help my friends. I like to try and help my family when I can or if I can. And then that's probably why I don't have a lot of confrontational, things, because I that just doesn't happen. And I guess that's just kind of a result of when you tend to elevate yourself, you tend to elevate the others around you. So therefore, others around you are going to become a lot more respective of you, and they're going to become a lot more respective of themselves. But there are some people that they just cannot be saved because they do not want to be saved, whether they realize it or not. And so you can just help them however much you want or however much you can. But at the end of the day, they have to know that they want to improve, and they have to actually make the efforts to improve. And these type of people might be just worth letting go, or just coming back to them at a different time. And when you've exhausted all of your options, then I guess that's when you should, really use confrontation and kind of, try and make that person realize, what is actually going on. Because some people can't be helped unless you slap them in the face with a hot iron and tell them, But don't slap anybody in the face with a hot iron, especially. See you guys in the next one.